Welcome to the center of the conversation, where we bring you the hottest and most important stories happening right now in our great country. If you have been on social media lately, you must have seen the photos and videos going viral about something very big happening at our airports. People are talking, the internet is buzzing, and everyone is asking the same question. What is going on with the foreign military planes landing in Nigeria? If you want to know the real truth behind the headlines, stay right here because I have the full breakdown for you. But before we get into the heart of this gist, please take 1 second to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you the facts so you don't get lost in the rumors. Go ahead and subscribe now. So, here is what is actually happening on the ground. For the past few days, specifically starting around Thursday night, February 12, 2026, some massive aircraft belonging to the United States Air Force have been landing at the Nigerian Air Force Base in Maiduguri, which is the capital of Borno State. We are talking about the C-17 Globemaster. These are giant cargo planes that can carry entire tanks and hundreds of people. People spotted at least 3 of these giants on the tarmac in Maiduguri, and another one was seen at the Kainji Airbase. This isn't just a rumor. It has been confirmed that equipment and personnel are being offloaded as we speak. Now, I know what you are thinking. Are we at war? Why are there American soldiers in Borno? Let's calm down and look at the facts. According to official reports from both the Nigerian Defense Headquarters and the US Pentagon, this is part of a very big security deal that was signed recently. You might remember the heavy airstrikes that happened in Sokoto on Christmas Day last year. That was a joint operation, and it seems this new arrival is the next level of that partnership. The first batch of about 100 US troops has arrived, and we're expecting a total of about 200 personnel in the coming weeks. But wait, before you worry about our sovereignty, listen to this part of the gist. Our military leaders, including the spokesperson for the Defense Headquarters, Major General Samaila Uba, have made it very clear that these Americans are not here to take over the front line. They are not the ones who will be holding the rifles in the bush to fight the insurgents. Instead, they are being called non-combat advisors. Their job is to bring what they call unique capabilities. This means they are bringing high-tech intelligence, surveillance equipment, and special training to help our own Nigerian soldiers work smarter and faster. Think of it like this. Our soldiers are the ones doing the heavy lifting, but the Americans are bringing the high-tech glasses that help them see the enemy from miles away. They are bringing equipment to help with drone operations and to make sure that when our Air Force goes on a mission, they hit exactly what they are aiming at with 100% precision. This is huge because it means less collateral damage and more success in the fight against groups like Boko Haram and Iswap. Are you enjoying this update so far? If you find this information helpful, please remember to like the video and subscribe. It really helps us reach more people who need to hear the truth. Now, let's talk about the political side of this story because it gets even more interesting. This deployment is coming at a time when there has been a lot of talk from Washington about the security situation in Nigeria. The current US administration, led by President Trump, has been very vocal about protecting communities in Nigeria. While there have been some disagreements on how to describe the conflict, both the Nigerian government under President Tinubu and the US government have agreed that terrorism is a common enemy that must be stopped. Reports say that the decision to bring in these troops came after a high-level meeting in Rome between President Tinubu and the general in charge of US Africa Command. They decided that instead of just talking, they needed to act. That is why you are seeing these massive planes. They are bringing in ammunition, tactical supplies, and very advanced communication gear. Some experts even say we might see some MQ-9 Reaper drones. Those are the very famous high-tech drones used for monitoring large areas of land. This is very important for the northeast and the northwest, where the terrain is very difficult for our troops to cover on foot. Some people are asking, is this the start of a permanent US base in Nigeria? Well, the government says no. They say this is a temporary mission to boost our capacity. They are even looking at using the Kaduna depot as a training hub where our soldiers will learn the latest tactics in modern warfare. It's all about collaboration. The goal is to make sure that by the time these advisors leave, our own military will be 10 times stronger and more tech-savvy than they were before. It's a very bold move, and it's getting people talking all over Africa. Some people are happy that we are finally getting the world-class support we need to end this insurgency once and for all. Others are a bit cautious, saying we should be careful about having foreign military presence on our soil. What do you think? Do you believe this partnership is the magic wand we've been waiting for to bring peace back to the North? Or do you think we should have handled it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really want to hear from you. And while you're down there, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? click that button and join the family. As we speak, more equipment is being moved to different sites across the country. It's a busy time for our security forces, and we are seeing a lot of movement in places like Maiduguri, Kainji, and Kaduna. This tells us that the government is taking a very different approach this year. They are looking for results, and they are willing to partner with the best in the world to get those results. It's also good to know that our Nigerian forces still retain full command. That means they are the ones making the final decisions on where to go and what to do. The Americans are just there to provide the brain power and the firepower support. This gist is still unfolding, and there are many more details about what kind of weapons were actually on those planes and what the next phase of the operation will look like. I have more information about the specific regions they are targeting next and the secret deals happening behind the scenes. Now, let's go deeper into the secret source of this story, because there is a lot happening behind the scenes that isn't in the main headlines. You might be wondering, how did this whole thing start? Well, it all goes back to a very quiet but very important meeting that happened in Rome late last year. President Tinubu met with the top commanders from the US Africa Command, and that was where the handshake happened. The US agreed to send more than just words. They promised heavy support. What makes this even more interesting is that these planes didn't just carry soldiers, they brought serious toys. We are talking about high-tech sensors, advanced radio systems, and even talk about the famous MQ-9 Reaper drones. These aren't just any drones, they are the eyes in the sky that can stay up for 24 hours watching every movement in the forest. This is why the planes landed in Maiduguri and Kainji. Those are the strategic eagle nests for our military. But here's the real gist that has people talking in the corridors of power. Kaduna. Yes, you heard me right. There is strong speculation that the Kaduna depot is being prepared to become a major training hub. This means our soldiers won't have to travel abroad to get world-class training. Instead, the experts are coming to them right here on home soil. It's like bringing the university to the students. If you think this is a smart move for Nigeria, give this video a big thumbs up right now. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated on how this Kaduna training hub turns out. Now, let's talk about the pepper in this gist. There has been a bit of tension because the US government recently put Nigeria on a list called the Country of Particular Concern. They were worried about how certain communities, especially in the Middle Belt, were being protected. Our government didn't really like that label, but instead of just arguing, they decided to work together. This new military partnership is actually a way for both countries to show they are serious about protecting every Nigerian, regardless of their faith or where they live. That is why you see special attention being paid to places like Plateau State. Just this week, the first batch of Nigerian Special Forces trained with these new tactics was deployed to Plateau to keep the peace. It shows that the plan is already moving from the airport tarmac into the real world. This is not just about big planes, it's about making our streets and farms safer for everyone. Some critics are still asking, what is the catch? They are worried that the US might be looking for a permanent military base. But so far, the Nigerian government has been very firm. They say this is about collaboration, not occupation. Our generals are still the bosses, and they are the ones leading the charge. It's a partnership of equals, and that is something we should all watch closely. We are expecting more of these massive C-17 planes to arrive in the coming weeks with even more equipment. This is just the beginning of what looks like a very busy year for our security forces. We'll be right here to tell you exactly what is inside those planes and how it affects your safety and the future of our nation. I have even more details about the specific tactical supplies that were offloaded in Maiduguri and what the soldiers on the ground are saying about their new guests.